Hi, very good to you. How are you doing? You all right? Welcome to Restorative Stretch with me, Rob. Okay, welcome to tonight's session. This is half an hour for you. Tonight's class, 8:30 tonight. So we're just working a little bit later. The idea is trying to get you to relax, de-stress, hit your parasympathetic nervous system, calm your body down, get yourself ready for bed. Okay, that's the target. Grab yourself a drink of water. Okay. Now, if you know that you're going to go to bed straight after this, okay, be careful about how much water you're going to be drinking, okay, because obviously that's going to get you up in the night. So grab yourself some water, close your doors, put some nice relaxing music on for you. Now, this is music that is going to calm you down. Now, I've specifically not put anything on for this music because I want you to pick what's right for you, okay? So you might be a bit of a jazz fan, you might be a classical music fan, whatever you choose. Okay. Now, the idea behind restorative stretch is to restore your stretch and your flexibility. So we're going to be doing something on the gravity yoga principles. The idea behind this, we're going to hold a stretch for a long period of time, and we're going to be holding it for around between 2 and 5 minutes. Okay. So it's really important you've got some good tunes in the background behind you. Some songs that are going to allow you to breathe nice and deep and relax. Okay, grab yourself a drink of water again and lick it around your lips. Get it in the corner of your mouth and the corner of your lips there. Okay, let's find yourself a space. What you need to do is just check around one way and just around the other. And just make sure your equipment is out of the way as well, so you're not going to step on anything. Oh, I've been playing with some kettlebells earlier today. There we go. Okay, so you got a space. From here, we're going to have our feet underneath our sitting bones. Our shoulders are back into position. We're just going to work through our ankle flexibility. Now, for all of this, try and do this in either in your socks if you don't want to be in barefoot, but ideally try and do this in barefoot. Now, I'm on a yoga mat at the moment, and it's a 10 mil thick yoga mat. Okay, and it's a memory foam on it. It's lovely for doing this exercise. You need to have some dexterity in the mat underneath you, so you're rolling over your toes, and just get this movement here. Now, we're going to be really functional tonight, okay? So I want you to zone in on what your feet are doing. So toe to heel, flat down to the floor each time, and then you're rolling over the top of your knuckles each time as well. So it's important that the feet move in plane. So have a look at your feet. We're standing. Our big toes are slightly toned in, and the second toes are nice and parallel. And it's really important you get into this position here. Atypically, you'll stand here with an everted toe. And look at the difference in the movement. It's really clumsy here. So we're working through anatomical plane, working through knee flexion, ankle flexion, hip flexion, and square. The shoulders retract back into position, and we shake our fingers out. We're going to web our fingers out nice and wide, and our thumbs are going to be facing forwards. Okay, so we're here. And pulling the shoulders back. From here, we're going to clench it from underneath. I'm going to pull our shoulders back into position. When I say clench it from underneath, I want you to purse your bottom. Okay, so you're going to clench up from underneath. I'm not quite sure how else to describe it. It's a bit like if you're trying to stop going to the toilet. Yes, you're clenching up from underneath. Yeah, keep working on it. Yeah, really important here. Now, by clenching from underneath here, you change the angulation of your pelvis, okay? So we're now starting to pull ourselves back to the position we want to be in. The ankles keep flexing forward and back, and we're nice in this position here. Now, if you've moved your feet into a new position here, i.e. your big toes turned in, you are now restoring the stretch of your body. You're changing the stretch reflex. You're improving the Golgi tendon response. All of these responsible for how your muscles work. From here, we're going to stand on our right leg, and we're going to flex our left knee up nice and high. Now, the challenge here is to get this knee as high as you can. At the same time, trying to keep your pelvis forward and clenched up from underneath. You might need to grab the wall as you do this. We work through the posture, and we kick through. Now, if you did abdominal training with me this morning, you'll have known that we went through a kick through and back in. Tonight, we're just working in vertical vector. So in other words, we're going up here, yeah? We're trying to flex up nice and high. Just keep it here, keep working it. Now feel what happens naturally to your body. You should feel that your hands are coming up to your shoulders. And as you're kicking down, you're driving your heel down towards the floor. I want you to feel that movement. Okay? Guys, there's nothing pacey in tonight's class at all. Change leg. Yeah, this is about as fast as you're going to work tonight. And the slower you can go, the better. Now, as you're putting this foot up, the foot needs to hover the floor. As you flex the knee up, feel what happens to your foot. Does your little toe flex out? Try and turn it in and pull it up to plank. Be critical of your performance. Has your standing leg gone out? Can you flex the heel out slightly? Can you drive forward on your pelvis and bring your shoulders back? Good work. And again, feel what happens on the arms. Coming all the way up to your shoulder. Again, keep it safe, relevant, effective for you. If you need to grab the wall or a chair, that's cool. Keep working it. Shake it out. Okay, lateral movement of the pelvis here. So we're going to work out to the side. Now, a couple of things to bear in mind here. Again, pelvis forward, sphincter up, pull up from underneath, yeah? Shoulders back and kick out to the side. Now, what I want you to try and do is glide the foot away, okay? So it's coming out to the side and back in. Okay, so we're here, pushing out and back in. Good. Nice, strong kick out. Now, as this foot goes out to its widest position, see if you can get it lower down towards the ground. So what we're doing at the moment in terms of our stretching is we're just trying to increase that muscle memory. We're trying to increase that dexterity through movement. Yeah, it's really tough. If you work this straight, this knee should flex over the foot and this foot should be out as wide as you can, hovering the floor. And as you come forward, you're going to drive that pelvis forward and you're going to clench this glute up nice and strong, yeah? Out wide and through. Now your challenge, again, this is easy, Rob, is to try and keep this foot hovering the floor at all times. Doesn't even touch the floor. The strength of this leg is taking control. Change leg. Apparently in abs this morning, I did the same leg twice. Still walked around in circles. It's fine. Nice. Again, hover this foot off the floor. It's not touching the floor. No cheating allowed. But if you need to tap, generally do it, yeah? As always, safe, relevant, effective moves for you. This knee tracking forward, foot coming out wide. Good. Two more, come on, you got this. Let's go one more here. Go on, let your arms come into travel with it as well. Oh, it's a killer, it's horrible, yeah? Circumduct the hip, yeah? Hula hoop round. Hula hoop round the other way. Now, when we're hula hooping here, it's not, yeah, I can do this. It's move your pelvis, yeah? Stick your bum out, bum back, wide, forward, wide, through. I want you to feel where the clunks are, because in a minute, we're going to stretch, and I need you to feel, oh, my bum was aching here. My bum was aching here. My thighs were extending nicely here, but my hip flexors felt tight. I was back here, my hamstrings felt wagging it, yeah? You got to feel where you are. So just do two more laps for me. Where are you feeling tension and pain? Yeah, find where it is. Good, good. And apply it. And you should feel some cracks and creaks came out of that as well. Nice, shake it out. Okay. So grab yourself a drink of water. So we've got three principles for our restorative stretching here, or our gravity yoga technique. Number one is breathing, okay? Really important. We deep breath in for 4 seconds, and it's a slow 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and 4, yeah? When we breathe out, it's 8 seconds, okay? And that is going to feel like you're losing everything out your body, you know, especially if it's your first session. Okay, second part is relax your body, like a bit of soggy spaghetti. You're going to try and get yourself to that position there. Okay, and thirdly is about trying to beat your time. Okay, when you do some of these stretches and you go, oh my goodness, Rob, and we're about 90 seconds into it, Yeah, your challenge is to practice and get to 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, etc. When you get to 5 minutes, tap out. You don't need to go any further. Let's see what we can do. Okay. So the first one we're going to work through is our standing lunge stretch. So feet under sitting bones, we stride forward with our left foot. Okay, the left foot comes forward, the posture stays back, chest up nice and high. We come onto the ball of the foot of the back right foot here. We check the right heel is pushed out and the front trajectory of our body would be on a railway track. So the knee is going to come onto the same line and the heel is in plank. Okay, if I come square onto you, it looks like this, yeah? If yours is doing this and you can't see your back heel, you're surfing. That's not what we're doing. We're stretching here, yeah? Now, if you need to have a chair beside you or a bench, yeah? Grab one, yeah? And then stick your hand on it as you lunge through. But I'm not going to do that because you won't be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, so we lunge, we're down, and we're going to lean into this. Now, check for me, come back up, check your lead knee. This knee plumb lines to the midpoint of your foot. If it's here, yeah, and the heel's coming off the floor, you need to step forward, yeah? You go bigger on the stride, and you're here. Okay, this is where it gets tough. You've got some factors and some vectors going on here. The shoulders need to come back now and chest back. And we're probably going to work this for about 2 minutes because this is agony, this one. Okay, straight away you're going to feel that hip flexor. If you can't, stride that front foot forward again. Grab the wall if you need it or a chair, yeah? Don't be afraid to use it. There's nothing gained by showing off, yeah? Get quality through this hip flexor. Now, the deep muscles that run on the inside of your leg are called your adductor glutes. They bring the leg into the midline of the body. You're going to start feeling these bellies. Okay. If you want to, bring your hands on your thighs, and you're going to lean into this a bit more. Now, the target is to keep the back knee off the floor. And the other element of this is there's a little bit of an isometric hold in it. So it's a strong position. This is why I now want you to bring your hands on your thighs to allow yourself to drop through. Now, gravity is going to pull your right knee downwards towards the earth. You are going to bring your chest up to extend the hip flexor. And if you fall off balance, I'm loving your work, okay? Should be starting to feel this. Now, if you can, bring a hand onto the wall or a chair or something and close your eyes. Okay, it's just going to help you stop falling over. Take a deep breath in for 4, 3, and 4. Hold that breath. Now sigh a breath out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Did you manage to do it? Did you manage to do 4 in? And did you manage to do the 8 all the way out? Practice. Okay. Now, can you go longer into this stride? This is where we're going to start feeling some difference. Now, check for me that back foot. It hasn't dropped in. It hasn't gone out. It's stayed in plane. This stretching is massive. If you do a lot of running, riding, golf, surfing, in fact, pretty much any sport that involves aerobic capacity, this is a stretch for you every night. You can feel what's happening in your thigh. You can feel the lengthening. You can feel the drop. You can feel gravity working. You can feel the ankle moving. Who knows? You might feel it in your neck. Keep working it. It's tough. I'm sweating. Deep breath in for 4. Slow deep breath out for 8. Can you drop again? Can you go lower into it? Oh, there we go. Now, if you feel a straining or the muscle is working too hard, come off it just slightly, yeah? You don't stretch muscles that are straining to feel where it is. Some of you might be right down in here. This is a lovely deep stretch. 3, 2, 1, and release. Now, to get up, you walk, wiggle, and eventually you come out of it. Now, at this point, you need to go for a walk, yeah? Because you'll feel how much that's kind of like cramped up and moved, okay? So wiggle your hips. It's tough. It really is tough. And you might have got to a minute in there and gone, haven't got it. Give yourself a little bit of a quad stretch here. Okay, and release. And this is brilliant because at the moment, you're feeling that's a bit tight, but can you now feel that that's released? Yeah, hopefully you can feel that. If you work through your lateral move, you work through your knee flex, okay, you should feel that's nicely releasing out, okay. Okay, so we're going to change the leg over. We led with the left foot. We're now going to lead with the right foot, okay? You'll know you're on the wrong leg. Trust me. Okay, so we're going to stride again. Okay, remember our rules. Big toe slightly turn in, second toe is parallel, big step through in plane, posture up, chest up, yeah? That's what we've got to work through. In. Now, again, we're trying to keep that back knee off the floor. We're going to try and push forward on the pelvis. We're going to bring out that chest nice and high. We're going to have our hands behind our hips. As always, guys, you know, it's safe, relevant, and effective for you. Grab the wall if you're finding this too much, yeah? Keep the movement there. Drop the flex, let your chest come up, pull your shoulder blades back for me. Hold it here. Again. Take that deep breath in for 4. Slow exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can that front foot go forward a little wiggle? Try it. See what happens. Deep breath in. Close the eyes if you feel comfortable. If you start to waver with your eyes closed, that's normal. Bring your hands to the wall or a chair just to give yourself a bit of stability. Sigh out that breath for 8 each time. Work the breathing for you, because you might find that 8 exhales is too much. And some of you might go, hey Rob, I've got 12 exhale. Yeah, if you've got 12-second exhale, do it. Cool. Shoulders back, chest up now. This is just pure evil. Keep it working. Now, you might need to step out of this at any time. You are welcome to, yeah? If you feel it's straining, you need to back off it, yeah? You don't gain flexibility, you don't restore by not keeping it relaxed. Remember our principles. Deep breath, nice slow breathing. Number 2, trying to get that wet noodle, that flippy floppy pasta, yeah? Try and keep this chin up here, guys. Shoulders back, yeah? Keep it back in plane. This is just brutal now. Deep breath in. Slow exhale. Shaking going on all over the body. Chin up, chest up. Now, you can hear I'm doing like a bit of a rasp, like a sigh. Like one of my kids has just really annoyed me, you know, like, yeah, doesn't happen very often. Rasp that throat, yeah? Okay, so the back of our throat, we have something called our vagus nerve, and it helps us hit into our parasympathetic nervous system. Take that deep breath in again. Slow exhale. And here we go, guys. We're going to try and get out of it now. Oh, my goodness me. I hope you're grumbling as well through all of those, yeah? Now, that initial point, yeah, again, you come out the stretch and you go, oh, what has he just done to me? This man is horrible. Love it. Butt kick behind. Knee flex. Get the hips moving, guys. This whole theory is about lengthening the muscle groups that prevent your pelvis from being a neutral spine and sticking your anterior pelvic tilt, i.e. your bum back. Keep working it, keep moving it. Okay. If you're sweating, it's a good sign, okay? Because I am as well. Feet, sitting bone distance apart, forward flex. Oh. Okay, we're just going to hang into this ragdoll position here. Now, don't worry where your hands get to, yeah? Don't worry about that, yeah? You're just flexing. So you might get to here and go, do you know what, Rob? I'm tapping out here. That's all I've got, yeah? That's cool, yeah? That's your body. That's your body telling you your hamstrings are too tight and you don't move enough, yeah? Functionally, you don't move enough. So start moving more and start doing this stretch. Do this every night. Drop your chin on your chest, the crown of your head down to the floor. And taking a deep breath for 4. And then you sigh, a deep breath for 8, 6, 4, 2, and release. Slowly pull yourself back up. Okay, so our next stretch is called a Garland Pose. You need a chair, I would suggest, for this one. You don't need to. I mean, you might be super flexible and you can sit in it anyway. I'm going to stick the bench over this side here. Okay. So, our Garland stretch is we're going to have a bench in front of us for us to put our hands on or our forearms onto. Okay. Might be a chair, might be using your bed, whatever you've got. Okay. So, from here, we're going to sit down, but it's slightly different. We're going to allow our feet to turn out to a 45-degree angle. Okay. And these are going to track over our toes. So the position here is to drop yourself down into this position here. So you're flexing, trying to get your bum down to the floor. And from here, you might choose to step away from the bench just slightly to give yourself an arm extension here. Now, if your bench allows you to, like mine, put your hands over the top, you'll be able to relax your forearms into it. And you might be able to take a step away from that bench to give you a bit more stretch through your upper back. The lats dorsi, the wing muscles of our back, they get so tight in their day-to-day. Now, I have incredibly poor flexibility in my left ankle. I have a spur in my left ankle just above my talus, and it inhibits the flexibility of it. So as a result, you'll see that my heels come off the floor here. Now, your challenge is to see if you can get your heels down to the ground. So, and over time it will happen. So our knees are tracking over our toes, our bum is down as low as we can, we're sitting into this position here. Now the idea here, guys, is drop your chin on your chest, drop your head down towards the floor, and you get a nice extension through your lower back. Now at this stage, you should be just feeling absolutely shattered. You're just ready for bed at this stage, and this is great, because you've just completely triggered the whole of your parasympathetic system. And the great idea of doing this at 8:30 tonight was to just do a little bit of testing, really. But around 8 o'clock is when our body releases the most amount of melatonin into the brain. And melatonin is the bit that is trying to help you go to sleep. So when you finish this class, if you've got a bit of time and you know that you're going to be distracted, go and have a hot bath. I'm giving you permission to go and run 20 minutes of hot bathing, okay? So that means run a hot bath and lay in it for 20 minutes. Now, if you've got some Epsom salts and some magnesium chloride, stick it in there as well. Now, we're going to try and push those heels down to the floor a little bit more and drop your head down a little bit further. And if you're doing this on live or hashtag replay, I want you to tell me if you've done your Epsom salt bath. And I'll tell you what, your sleep tonight will be unbelievable. And if you've got a Garmin or a Fitbit or an Apple Watch that tracks your sleep, other brands are available. Track it tonight and see what happens. Okay, now you should feel already that your bum is a little bit closer to your ankles. Okay, should be a little bit deeper down. And that change might be negligible, might be a very, very small move. You might find that you can extend your arms like me just a little bit further. We're going to take a nice deep breath in for 4. And then we're going to slowly deep breath out for 8. Now again, you might be here. That might be your flexibility, guys, and I'm loving it. If you're still with me here and that's what you're working through, that's great, yeah? You might be here, you might be here, you might be down here with me, yeah? You might be super flexible like Sam, who's sat, I guess, if he's doing this at home, Sam will be down and his heels will be down and he'll be looking at the camera going, this ain't doing anything for me. Because he's just super flexible in his calves and his ankles. So again, we take that deep breath in for 4. And we breathe out for 8, 6. And again, take a deep breath in for 4. Slow exhale for 8. And at this stage, gravity is really starting to win, okay? Let your body relax into it, please. Just let it drop. And you should be now feeling, if you're really stiff in your hamstrings or your back, especially your lower back, sacroiliac joint, lower lumbar, you struggle in these areas, you should be feeling some nice release going on right now. If you suffer with plantar fasciitis or ankle immobility like me, you will definitely be feeling the lower part of your calves right now. So your gastrocnemius is going to be lengthening out perfectly. Now, as we sink a little bit lower into the stretch, you might find you're starting to pull the chair over or the bench over, etc. That's an indication that you need something a bit more dexterous to pull against. So maybe take this to your bedroom or use a sofa or something. But just sit into this. Now, as we've done this stretch, my heels have got closer to the floor by, I think, about an inch. Okay? I can definitely feel my lower back is extended. I can feel my lats dorsi, the wing muscle of my back, has relaxed out. And my body is fully stretching out in the lower lumbar. So these are all the muscles that their job is to pull your hip and pelvis back. And their job is to stop you falling over if you're holding a lot of belly fat. Okay, and what that means is if you're also like maybe 3 stone overweight, you are going to feel lower back strain and pressure. And that's where training appropriately, looking at your food, working on your water, stretching properly before bedtime, and most importantly, sleeping well will make such a big difference to you. Now, you got to try and get out of this, so good luck. Now, the best way I found of doing this is come down onto your knees, stick your forearms down out into it, wiggle yourself out of this, and you've got to try and stand yourself up. Here we go. Not particularly pleasant. Now, the first bit when you stand up, you're going to go, ooh, like this. So you walk around like a crazy person, and that's good. Okay, we stick our bench out the way. Okay, and that's our movement. From here, we're going to knee flex. Lateral kick out to the side. And release. From here, toes forward, flex down, and just feel how much further you can reach. And now come back up. Circle the arms out wide, cross over your head. Okay, now, hula hoop. Aha, we can go a lot further now, yeah? Yeah, oh, that's a bit tight just here. So the strain for me was going lateral side to side. As I come forward, I found something here. This is my, what's that? That's my hip flexor stroke, gracilis stroke, something in there as well. Probably adductor longus in there. I think it's just decided to get involved. Go around the opposite way. Yeah, be critical. What's changed? What's happened there? Because I don't know about you, but massive change. Shake it out. Good. Shake it out there, guys. Give yourself one of those. And give yourself one of those the other way. Grab yourself one of these. have a sip, hashtag live, hashtag replay. Let me know how you got on with that. Send us a message and let me know how you did. I'll see you next time for the next one. And I'm back here Friday morning. Friday morning. I'm back here Friday morning for HIT 20 at 7:35. And body conditioning at 8. And then Saturday morning, I'm back again for something else. Yes, mobility method. And Jen's here for HIT strength training at 6:30. Cheers. Have a good night.
Thanks, Rob.